Good morning, all. Good morning to all. Next topic is iodine value of the fats and oil. Iodine value is defined as the number of gram of iodine that absorbed by the 100 gram of the fats and oil. It is determined by the excess amount of the iodine monochloride in glacial acetic acid, or also known as with solution, in the non-weight of the non-weight of the of oil dissolve non-weight of oil dissolved in carbon tetrachloride. And iodine value is measure the degree of unsaturation. Yeah, we also call also says iodine value is directly proportional to the degree of unsaturation. Unsaturation means carbon double bond carbon. If the compounds have a maximum double bond carbon, that means hence the tendency of a fatty oil to absorb oxygen. Yani iodine value is directly proportional to the number of double bond present in the double bond present in the fatty acid components of the glyceride. And if the if the oil is exposed to air and heat eventually combined with oxygen in air to form acid and gummy substances, and these acid and gummy substances are not suitable for the food products uh, regarding various disease problems. And if the oil have a high resistance to oxidation, and that oil should be used in steam turbine. If the oil is if the oil is a lower oxidation resistance, that oil is used in oil bearing substances, so that every fat and oil have a reference value of iodine value, but the different fat and oil have a different iodine value due to the presence of carbon double bond carbon. So that if the oil higher oxidation resistance used in steam turbine, and if the lower oxidation used in drop feed oil bearing substances. Thank you. Next topic is saponification value. Saponification value is defined as the number of milligram of KOH required to saponify the 1 gram of the fat or oil. It is determined by the refluxing of fat and oil with excess of alcoholic potassium hydroxide solution, and titrating unused alkali with against standard acid solution. Saponification number give the estimation of non-fatty impurities present in oil or fat. Thus, we can find the extent of adulteration in an fat or oil. And during this process, if as the soap is formed in the product, so saponification number also give the actual amount of alkali required by triglycerides or its conversion for its conversion to soap. If the for example, suppose if the maximum amount of the soap is present, means that these soap require to the maximum amount of alkali required to saponify, amount required by the triglycerides to saponify, yeah, to conversion of the soap. And this saponification value also indicate the average length of the carbon chain of the fatty acid components. And we have known there are mainly three type of the oil. One is mainly there are three type of the oil. One is mineral oil, animal oil, and vegetable oil. Mineral oil do not does not mineral oil do not undergoes saponification, uh, while animal and vegetable oil undergoes the saponification values number. Hence, this test gives an indication of the amount of animal and vegetable oil added to mineral oil to improve the oiliness properties. What is the oiliness? Oiliness is the ability of an oil to provide a lower coefficient of a friction at a given viscosity. Generally, mineral oils have a very poor oiliness property. Thus, it must added fatty acid and acids in mineral oil to improve their oiliness properties. Yani we can add different additives into the mineral oil that we can improve the oiliness property of the mineral oils. And uh, this saponification value of the fat and oil is minimum in any substances. If the maximum, if the saponification value is if the saponification value is maximum present in the fat and lipids, shows that the soap is formed, and the actual amount of alkali required by triglycerides for its conversion to soap. And if the maximum amount of the sap value is present, so that these fat and oil are converted into the soap by easily. So and this value indicate the average length of the carbon chain of the fatty acids components. Thank you.